Hello students, welcome to science class. I hope you might have completed previous lessons. So today I am back with the third part of the chapter 6, physical and chemical change. So before starting today's topic, let's revise what we have learned part 1 and part 2. So in part 1 we have seen about changes around us. So total two types of changes are there in nature: physical change and chemical change. So in your everyday life you observe many changes, like small changes like blinking of eyes, soaring of milk, folding of cloth or paper, stretching of rubber bands. This all represent a change. So some physical properties, as I told you, and first part, some physical properties like shape, size, color and state. These all are physical properties. So a change in which a substance undergoes a change in its physical properties is called a physical change. A physical change is generally reversible, and in such a change no new substance is formed. So in first part you have seen activities also, physical change activity. So physical change is generally reversible. You had seen in activity like ice, water and water vapor. It can turn from one state to another, and that is physical change. It means physical change is reversible and no new substance is formed. When you cut paper into pieces, just shape and size of the paper will change, but no new substance is formed. So both activities are physical change. Now in second part, again you had seen some activities. That first, rusting of iron. Second, that magnesium ribbon. Rusting of iron also new substances, new substance formed. Now in second activity, burning of magnesium ribbon. In that also new substance formed, that is magnesium oxide, then magnesium hydroxide. In next activity, also in next activity you have seen about copper sulfate and iron sulfate, that two new substances are formed. And in next activity also you had seen new substances formed like carbon dioxide and calcium carbonate. So in those activity new substances formed and it is irreversible also. So as I told you, what you have learned from this activity I am saying. So let's start. These all are chemical change. A change in which one or more new substances are formed is called a chemical change. Again, a change in which one or more new substances are formed is called a chemical change. A chemical change is also called a chemical reaction. So student, chemical changes are very important in our life because all new substances are formed as a result of chemical changes. For example, I am telling, if a metal is to be extracted from an ore, such as iron from iron ore, we need to carry out a series of chemical changes. So, as I told you, chemical changes are very important in our life. So, chemical change is irreversible, and in chemical change, one or more new substances are produced. Okay, so now let's see difference between physical and chemical change. Now you know about physical change and chemical change both. So you can easily differentiate between physical and chemical change. Physical change. Physical change is generally reversible. Yes, you had seen physical change is generally reversible. You can change it from one to another. It means after change again you can get back original thing. So we can say physical change is generally reversible. And chemical change is irreversible. You cannot reverse it. You cannot get back original thing again. So chemical change is irreversible. In physical change, no new substance is formed. Only physical properties change. No new substance is formed in physical change. And in chemical change, one or more new substance is formed. So these are the very basic and general 2 points of the difference between physical and chemical change. So we have seen that one or more new substances are produced in a chemical change. So in addition to new product, some more points also accompany a chemical change. First point, heat, light or any other radiation may be given off or absorbed. Sound may be produced. As you seen in vinegar, when you mix vinegar and baking soda, some hissing sound produced. So sound may be produced. You can say a change in smell may take place or new smell may be given off. Many times it happen when you cook food. That time also when you cook food and you mix some spices and raw vegetables and oil and everything, so new smell produce, new smell take place. So that is also chemical change. A color change may take place. Yes, color also change while cooking food or any time. A gas may be formed. Yes, that activity you had seen. When that activities also you have seen when vinegar and baking soda mix with each other, some bubbles also created. It means carbon dioxide also produced. So gas may be formed. So remember that heat, light or any other radiation may be given off or absorbed. Sound may be produced. A change in smell may take place or a new smell may be given off. A color change may take place. A gas may be formed. Okay, so I am giving one example. See, as you had seen, burning of magnesium remain in a chemical change. Now burning of coal, wood or leaves also a chemical change. Burning of magnesium remain, burning of coal, burning of wood, burning of leaves, explosion of firework, these all are chemical change. In fact, we can say burning of any substance is a chemical change. Burning is always accompanied by production of heat. Remember thing, burning of any substance is a chemical change because burning is always accompanied by production of heat. Explosion of firework is a chemical change. You know, such type of changes produces heat, light, sound and unpleasant gases that pollutes the atmosphere. That's why only you advise not to play with firework. When food also gets spoiled, it produces a foul smell. Have you ever noticed this? And shall we call this change a chemical change? Yes, you must have noticed that a slice of an apple acquire a brown color if it is not consumed immediately. When you cut apple and if you not consume it immediately, after some time you can see on apple it acquires a brown color. If you have not seen this change in color, so cut a fresh slice of apple and experience it. So cut a fresh slice of apple and keep it away for some time. So you can see that you can do this activity with potato and brinjal also. The change of color in these cases is due to the formation of new substance, because this slice of apple or potato or brinjal react with the oxygen present in the atmosphere and change its color due to the formation of new substances. So these all are chemical changes. And you have seen in chapter 5 also neutralization process. When acid and base mix, it neutralize each other effect. It means that neutralize process. That is also a chemical change. So students, in this part we have learned about chemical change, many chemical change. We experience many types of changes in our life, physical change and chemical change. So go through the video twice so you can easily differentiate all changes in physical change and chemical change. You know that properties of physical change and chemical change also. Now in next videos still some topics are there. I will explain some more topics in next videos. Till then, go through the video twice for better understanding. And still, if you have any doubt, any query, you can write in comment box. We'll meet you soon. Thank you.